It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Rams and the Barons, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Brooklyn Barons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Brooklyn. Fields it right around the goal line. So out comes its offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And Lance now to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
He reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw again on second down. Lance. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Holmes.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
To throw is Moore. On 3rd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Rams 10.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Moore.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Holmes.
2nd and 2.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Holmes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
On the carry, it's Holmes.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
A run now with Holmes.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 44.
At the 44-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Sheldon.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Ward to throw again.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Holmes.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now. It's Holmes, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now Lance.
He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They run a draw here on second down.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here's Lance to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now Ward on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. Holmes. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high. And incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
So let's make sure you put a credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 39. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started for day 1.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holmes, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Lance now on 1st down.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete to number 84. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final locking. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Ward, he's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Holmes.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Ward to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holmes, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. L.A. set take over again on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. First and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ward. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ward. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Barons have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. Thomas. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Knight.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That penalty is declined.
Wilson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
8 yards to go on second down.
Back to throw. Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Mac Jones, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. George Pickens, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Titans able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And Lance now to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ward now
Throwing on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Ward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Holmes. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 2nd down, Sheldon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Barons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. They didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And his pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Knight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
He finds his man complete. That's Knight.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Lance now on first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Alvarez. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
42 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going away. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Holmes.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
To throw is Ward. On 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Moore over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here's Ward looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Ward. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a 1st down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. L.A. readies for its next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
On play action, Lance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Now Lance. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Throwing now is Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff up the middle. Holmes. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and.
On 3rd down, it's Holmes. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing. And when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance over the middle. He's got Chenault. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Lance. And now here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry. And nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. A chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 2nd down now, it's Holmes. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now Ward to throw on 3rd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. On now is the punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Lance looks to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Lance.
He finds his man, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, it's Holmes.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Holmes. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken down off the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, it's Holmes. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ward on third down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the left side. Holmes. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line, 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. It's Holmes. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Holmes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
A CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit them next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.